So who wants? Brian got to explain it last year.
Did I?
Once you did.
I thought it was explained to me.
Yeah.
What?
Well, no, you didn't know.
You explained it,
And you're
right
like, okay, the
after.
person who knows about it the least. Anyway, so
I guess Keegan should probably explain what we're doing.
Keegan has no idea what we're doing.
I have
Yeah, you
no
did.
idea whatsoever.
Well, Kevin said he doesn't remember, so we should let Kevin do it.
All right, so Kevin, explain what we're doing on this here video.
if I'm,
Talk to the audience.
so audience, what we're doing, Uncle Mickey's top 10.
Yeah, Uncle Mickey asked us to do
This
this.
is
And we
a
start-
special yearly tradition we do every single year here.
Because Uncle Mickey doesn't watch
Every
movies.
single year for the
he
last
just wants us
year.
to tell us what the top 10 is.
Uncle Mickey, he refuses to watch movies despite the fact that he produces them. He spends billions of dollars every year on movies, but
My
he hates
Uncle Mickey, he's always like, I don't like making my own opinions. Tell me what I'm supposed to think. I'm like, you got it, Uncle
Well, like,
Mickey.
Uncle Mickey, you're very generous letting us make your opinions for you. I really like making your
He's
opinions.
just like, serve me your opinions like you're serving a glass of OJ. And I'll be like, oh yeah, OJ's not going to be in the list. I hope you know.
So each of us, one at a time, say what we all know unanimously is Uncle Mickey's 10th, 9th, 8th, and we count up to number 1. Although this time we have a 5th person. So
Kevin.
Yep, it's me.
So the way this is gonna work is every single person gets a turn. We're gonna start off with the number 10 slot, and whoever goes first gets to decide what Uncle Mickey's 10th favorite movie is.
That's gonna
And
go
we
down the line.
down all the way to 1.
And then when we get to number 2 and number 1, then we make teams and then we flip a coin.
I remember what I've known all along.
This is the most simple video anyone's ever made.
Yes.
So
Well, they'll learn when we start doing it. All right. So Uncle
Sam
Mickey's
Slade,
top
please tell
10.
us
Which,
what is the number 10 spot
Well,
of Uncle Mickey's favorite movies of all time.
Uncle Mickey, he loves space, and that's why he put First Man in his top 10 list. So the number 12 is First Man. We all loved it. All of us unanimously walked out of the theater.
Uncle Mickey.
We
Yeah.
all did walk out of that theater.
The best thing about First Man is that it is 2 hours, and when you're out of the
No,
theater,
2 hours and 20 minutes, dude. It's awesome.
Right.
It's awesome.
oh yeah, one thing I love about that movie is it's way too long
Yeah.
and it doesn't justify any of its runtime.
Yeah, dude, it's sweet.
made
It's,
by a
it's slow.
director
It's
who has made two
character
way
driven.
better
The music's
movies.
amazing.
Legit.
The cinematography
I
is very-
didn't know about his daughter dying of the brain tumor. And I
It's
thought
a
that
very
was
big part of the
interesting.
movie. Yes, it's very.
Yeah, it would turn into a comedy when
agree
his
that I
daughter
didn't
died
know.
of cancer.
I agree. I didn't know that.
All right, so
Let's put that behind us.
You're
Number,
right. It would have been a better documentary.
But yeah, just listen. That like this movie deserves to be in.
I
the
didn't
Uncle
like
Mickey's
it.
top
I
10.
didn't like it how he didn't put the flag in. I thought that was very ridiculous.
Right.
I got the one flaw in an otherwise perfect movie
is
that had
they hate
awful
America.
cinematography.
Okay, so on Uncle Mickey's top 10, it's my responsibility to pick what number 11 is. And I'm just going to say...
Just saying, idiots. I have an 11th slot.
The Night Comes For Us is number 11 on Uncle Mickey's top 10.
You're right. It would not have gotten
That movie's sweet.
That movie's fucking awesome.
That is-
that movie...
My favorite part was when he took the billiard balls in the sack and started beating someone to death.
Well, don't forget he killed a bunch of people with just every different component of the pool
The Night
table.
Comes For Us.
But using the billiard balls was my favorite.
Well, The Night Comes For Us has the greatest character in all of cinema for 2018. It's Purple Shirt Guy.
Purple shirt guy wrecks shop in the
MVP.
street for the entire second act.
yeah.
And you
Purple
know
shirt
what
guy.
I will say, it's more raid guy. Like
It's just
you
more
cannot say
raid.
no to more raid.
Listen, it's just a raid
Uncle Mickey
movie.
wanted more raid.
It's like it's a diet raid movie, which is still a really good action movie.
That movie's fucking awesome, and that's why Uncle Mickey made The Night Comes For Us. If you haven't seen it, I fucking hate you. I'm gonna go to your
It's
house
on
and I'm gonna
Netflix.
kill
You have
your
to
dog.
like.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
It subverts your expectations by making the aspect ratio change in a couple shots.
It's also
I
got
thought
a
more
really
people-
hot woman in it. I was extremely horny watching that movie, if that makes it
Watching
like
that
any better.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just watching that one movie. First Man did not make me horny, which is why it's one step lower.
Also, just the last thing I want to say, that the final fight at the end was so metal and just so awesome to see.
Disgusting.
And disgusting and
Also,
just raw.
Every
just
act of that
raw.
movie is like
fight
an action set piece. Like it's
Yeah.
like the second act is an entire it's just an all-out fight for like the whole second act.
So Uncle Mickey's 10th favorite movie, I'm gonna go with Green Book.
We all saw it. Every single one.
Yeah,
of us.
all of us saw Green Book.
It was a heartwarming
I definitely
movie.
saw the trailer. Absolutely.
It was a heartwarming movie. It was fun to watch.
Whether it's me or Kevin, I want you to get the reaction shots because those are all of us reacting to Keegan picking a good movie.
I was
Shocking
watching
all of our faces.
yeah, just like,
I was watching Brian say, like, go, that was a movie. That was a movie. That was,
No, I was honestly shocked. I was like, oh, I like that movie.
I think
Yeah,
my
Keegan
jaw-
didn't say Black Swarm or farts or whature shitty movie.
So
come
I
out
asked,
this
I
year,
asked
too,
beforehand.
idiot.
I asked beforehand, if it was a movie I watched last year or if it movie came out last year. Because otherwise, Leprechaun 4 in Space was going to make the top 10.
So anyway, Green Book is a heartwarming movie. It's
Viggo Mortensen gives a really good performance.
It's full of love. It's full of laughs.
It's really funny.
Yeah,
it
it has a
hates
lot of
racism.
We still quote it.
A lot
Like we
of
still
people-
all,
lot of-
every single one of us quote it.
Oh yeah, we
all
all
of us
quote
quote
it.
it.
Yeah,
We
this
all-
place looks
all
like
of us
my
quote it.
ass.
Yeah, great
Yeah,
quote.
yeah, it's great. That movie's sweet.
Yeah,
Good
I really-
job,
I really
Keegan.
love
I'm proud.
that
I'm more. Here's where we are right now. I'm more proud of you than Sam Slade right now.
No.
Kevin, what's number
Kevin,
9?
drop us on number 9.
My number 9.
Not yours, Uncle Mickey's.
Uncle Mickey.
Well, of course. Yeah, no, no, it's my turn, dude.
Tell us your entrapment. Tell us your number 9. Okay, my number 9 is. It's not your.
It's not your number 9, you.
Keegan's in your brain, dude.
Uncle Mickey's number 9, coincidentally, is actually my number 9 as well.
Oh, wow.
And it is
honoring.
Vice.
Fuck yeah, dude. Vice is
Vice is
gangsta.
sweet.
Vice
I
is
would have
really
also
sweet.
had that higher.
No, you wouldn't. Because
I wouldn't
we made
Uncle
it number
Mickey
9.
made it number 9.
Yeah.
Which is it's the 9th best movie this year.
I think 9's a pretty good spot for it. Maybe a little higher, but Uncle Mickey.
Dude,
what
listen,
Uncle
like,
Mickey says
like
what
Uncle Mickey is
means.
not
I
a
think
political
Uncle Mickey
guy.
knows what he's talking about.
The only reason it's not higher is that killer song from the trailer is not in the movie.
That's true.
Uncle Mickey was fucking pissed when he found that out.
Mickey was very mad.
He was like, I only watch trailers, but I'm not gonna watch the movie. It was a great trailer. Why isn't it higher?
Uncle
Oh,
Mickey, I know you
love
didn't
the
watch that
killers.
trailer. You don't have an internet connection, Uncle Mickey. How could you watch it?
Uncle Mickey, he just listens to Hot Fuss on repeat. Like he loves the Killers.
He loves the
He
kid.
does, he loves
It's because it reminds him of himself because he's
He's a
a
killer.
great musician.
I also think Uncle Mickey thought it was a documentary.
It's got some killer performances in it. Like
I
It's
was
got an
watching
amazing
stuff
style.
today,
Oh, yeah.
like behind the scenes stuff on that movie, and like just watching Christian Bale talk about it, I was like, that is not the same person at all. Like
Oh,
he's just
yeah,
this tiny
no.
British man.
yeah.
But
And
it's got a great style. It's got an
Yeah.
amazing sense. It's one of the most creative movies I've ever
I would
seen.
say for it being in the 9th spot, it is the cleverest movie that came out this year.
It uses the fact that it's a movie, like everything is visual in that
Yes.
movie, masterfully.
It also has my favorite joke of 2018, which is when it ends and the credits roll. And then the movie starts back up. It's like, oh, that's not what actually happened. And then the movie continues. Like I died laughing.
That was so funny because you're just like,
It feels like the ending,
yeah.
but it's happening.
Watch that
I'm
one.
gonna go
slot
with
number
one
8.
that I don't think anyone else would say.
That's what I did.
But I really like.
That's our theme, dude.
I Apostle. I'm gonna
I-
put that as number 8.
Yeah.
I really liked Apostle. It is my favorite movie that came out on Netflix. This
Really
year.
good concept, that movie.
It's got.
That's
some
why
really,
it's better than Vice. Is the concept.
This has a nice concept.
It's got some really good directing. The camera work is basically straight from The Raid, which that immediately makes it great.
Movie turns into Silent Hill, but it's the Raid.
Yeah.
The
And
Raid guys-
Bioshock, it's like a Bioshock movie.
The violence felt really brutal and realistic. When the guy got fucked up, he got fucked up. And
And that
you
guy
knew it.
got like an apple core in his brain.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I was
Like, put
expecting
a little flower leaf.
I
in
was
it.
I was expecting like one of those like super over top movie screams where he's like screaming the entire time, and when he just like was like kind of panicking and then went fucking silent, I was like,
Well, yeah,
"Oh,
because there's a
shit."
thing going into his brain.
The movie,
Yeah,
the
but
movie,
no, in another movie they would have had him screaming, torturously.
yeah.
But
the
No, they
movie
want
also
you to hear
does-
those sounds.
The movie is also really good at tension. Like you feel tense the whole time because like you don't know if he's gonna succeed. Like it makes you feel for the main character.
even the jump scares worked for me, where I'm like, when the blood girl, like when the girl came out of the blood when he's crawling.
yeah.
It's got some really cool visuals.
That
like
got me, man. That got
the
me.
Hook face dude. He's all
Oh,
spooky.
dude, yeah, the design of the
that
whole
guy-
movie looks
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's a sweet movie.
Bramblehead, like what the fuck was up with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
a beehive on his head.
So Sam Slade,
loves honey.
Your number 7 or Uncle Mickey's number 7 spot. What
Seventh
is
spot. I'm gonna say The Favorite.
What?
Why?
I'm fine with favorite being down there. Fuck it. Yeah, we're all fine with it being down there. We're all fine with the favorite being number 7.
I'm not. I wanted it
The
to be
favorite,
higher.
number 7. Emma Stone gets her tits out and fucking she makes out with an old lady.
Is anybody gonna say it later? Because I don't think anybody's gonna say it.
I
would've
wasn't.
put- I would've
was
put it
gonna say
higher.
it later.
Favorite is insanely high for me.
Yeah, I
and
would have
Alec.
put it higher.
Favorite for me is like number 7. I'm happy.
I'm
favorite-
still debating honestly. Like I don't.
You already said it. Favorite, number 7.
is that
Legit.
it?
It has amazing acting.
can't say the favorite
The
name.
the characters are all really well written. They all have arcs.
I was like Uncle
I
Mickey.
love
The
the
favorite
ending.
might be my favorite movie. Do you just really wanted a 7 or?
He was like, I want to defy their expectations. I'm going to make a movie called The Favorite, not my favorite movie of the year.
I don't. You see, this is the reason I didn't put it at number 1. Because one, I don't have definite power to put it at number 1 right now.
Right,
Also, it's spelled wrong.
I didn't like Favorite Guy's last movie very much. I did not like Killing of a
Killing of a
Sacred
Sacred Deer.
Deer. I felt like that a lot of its weirdness and sense of humor was unearned. And I really wanted his next movie to kind of reel it back and kind of come from a more grounded place. And I feel like The Favorite perfectly is what I wanted from his next movie. Like,
It's also the only movie he's made that he didn't write.
did he not write it?
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
that's why it doesn't sound like an alien movie.
Yeah.
The
It has my favorite.
It's also based on a book.
It might have my favorite ending of the year.
Yes.
Like the
Oh,
end,
the
the
ending
ending
is
like
awesome.
wraps
that
up the
is
whole
the-
concept
like,
perfectly.
that's- It's amazing.
As far as characters in a movie go, it has my favorite characters.
It's interesting because that movie has no one to root
chicken.
for, but it's such a
Or the
compelling
duck.
story. Like the fact, like it is so compelling to watch, and you like want to follow all these characters, but at no point do you want any of them to succeed. Like
But
you
no,
don't, you do not want them.
You feel bad for all of them at some point.
Yeah,
Every
but
single character is empathetic.
you
in
cannot
some
get
way.
behind anybody. Though.
No.
The real
It's
reason
great.
why we love it though, and it's in number 7, is because it has duck racing in it.
That part's awesome.
It's
It has
awesome.
it has one of the weirdest senses of humor.
Well,
It's so
listen, we're all
great.
talking about like representation matters, and like you need more representation, and no one's
we need more
talking about duck
racing.
racing.
Yeah, dude, duck
There's not enough
racing.
duck racing in cinema. Like,
Right.
listen, we got plenty of black people in
But
movies.
it's
we
like
need
one
more
of
duck racing.
only like 2 or 3 movies that I love this year that came
Yes.
out. Like that I absolutely love.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So I'm gonna say number 6, even though I wish it was higher. Number 6 is gonna be mid 90s.
I forgot that I watched that.
Keegan saw that.
I did see. I saw it with all of you.
And Keegan loved it, and that's why he put it at number 6 with the rest of
Mid-90s,
us.
number 6.
Yeah,
it is
dude, it's
right
better
number
than the
6.
favorite.
It's better than the favorite.
Yeah, I would not say that.
That
but
movie's
it's-
fucking
It
hilarious.
is now. Uncle Mickey said
you
it
would
is.
say it because you're saying it now. Say it. Be pure.
By force of contract, I am obligated to say that The Favorite is not actually
Alec
as
loves The
good
Favorite,
as mid-90s.
and he loves mid 90s more.
Mid-90s is a much better film. Can you pass me the whiskey?
Uncle Mickey is just.
It's Rosenberg juice, dude. Yeah, mid 90s
I
is
bought it
hilarious.
with my juice.
Anyway, let's talk about how sweet mid 90s is. It's hilarious.
Mid-90s, it is
It's
really
Mid
fucking
90s
funny.
is the second funniest movie that came out.
It
Despite
also-
having a stupid aspect ratio, it's still good looking.
It also does the one thing that I always love in a comedy. It balances the dramatic elements with the comedy perfectly.
It's also just
It had a
so
lot of
the,
dramatic
the
elements.
comedy is just so genuine. Like it just feels
Yeah.
so natural.
And the
Like,
comedy never undercuts the drama, where
Like-
it's just like it's kind of compartmentalized
Well,
perfectly.
like the characters have a sense of humor as they would in real life. Like
Yeah.
it's not like a scriptwriter was like, I'm gonna write a joke here. It was like
Yeah.
these characters would be making these jokes.
Like
or
why
something.
would
Like,
why would
it's-
this character make a joke after immediately trying to strangle himself with like a Nintendo 64 cord? Like
or just like in comedies that come out, you know, all the time, like just like our flat out comedies. You know, they're just the characters are just like they're funny characters. Like they're just always throwing stuff at the wall.
and the
making
movie
jokes.
the movie's
And
got
this
a
movie's
really,
just so natural with it.
the movie everything's natural. All the performances are super natural. The movie's got like this really good heart.
all the kid actors are great.
All the kid
There's a
actors
part
are
where
amazing.
the kid like they think he died because he fell off a thing, and it's like
the
one of the funniest
thing on the
scenes.
planet. And that movie,
Kevin saw it. He loves that
it's
movie.
true.
That movie,
It's true.
that
That
movie
trailer
got
was
right
great.
into my heart, dude. Like it hit all
it is what we like to call over at Uncle Mickey a Brian.
It is a Brian movie in every way.
It was a Brian movie.
And that movie, actually,
It's
it's
a
not
Brian
a Brian
trailer.
movie. It's an Uncle
Brian
Mickey
trailer.
top 10 movie because we
That's
all
also
loved it
true.
the same amount.
That's right.
We all loved
That's
it
right.
equally.
It's
I loved it more than the favorite.
I also
I love
loved
the
it more
trailer
than
for
favorite.
mid 90s more than the favorite.
So Keegan,
Well, you
what
saw the
is-
movie, Kevin.
We are
Yeah, of
now
course.
in top 5 territory. Keegan,
Oh my.
christen us with your
Top
number
cinco.
5. You can say whatever the fuck you want right now.
Avengers: Infinity War.
You're
You
right.
guys-
It's Uncle Mickey's 5th favorite movie.
He likes it more than the favorite.
It's in my.
It was just a fun
It's
movie.
gonna be worse than Aquaman. I know it.
Fuck,
Dude,
you don't know
Aquaman's
anything yet.
gonna destroy all of us.
Infinity War was just a fun movie. I enjoyed watching the characters. I cared about Thor making a fucking hammer.
It is the best.
Thor's the best part of
It
that
is
movie.
the best Marvel movie since
Iron Man
Iron
1.
Man 1.
It's
probably.
Yeah.
easily
fucking
like
10
it's
years
easily
ago?
top 2 or 3. Like it's
Yeah.
just,
No,
it's just one of the
it's
best.
also just a fucking awesome movie.
Like it's one of the first culturally relevant movies that we've seen in the past couple years that we all loved as
It's-
much as the rest of the world did.
it also
It
like
had a villain with a goal.
it
We
thawed all of
understood
our
his
hearts
goal.
because we've made our opinions of Marvel movies
Our
known.
review.
Like we think that most of them.
And the link down
Yeah, we think most of them are terrible, and so we came into this movie with the same bias where we just expect
Well, we all
them.
we all had like a
We all
good
wanted to
positive-
like
we're
it.
like this. I hope it's
but
good.
I don't like if you had asked all of us a month before release, none of us thought it was gonna.
No,
be
we
great.
were like, it's not going to be good. Like, there's
And
no way it can be good.
That movie was fucking
It's
amazing.
like a superhero version of Magnolia. It's so many different storylines that somehow like have the same sort of like goal. and
That
theme
was
to
the
it.
most impressive part. Was even though you have like 50,000 characters, they all had screen time, and you knew what all of them were doing.
I didn't think it was gonna be good, but then I was like, the Russo brothers made, like, they wrote a bunch of Arrested Development, and that's like a bunch of characters intermingling, and like it totally makes sense that they made this movie.
And Community too.
Marvel has this specific brand of humor, and a lot of the time it hinders it. Like Doctor Strange, like, and a lot of it, falls flat completely. And like this,
the least funny movies that came out this year was Ant-Man.
Yeah, and this movie perfectly, shows why that formula works, because they do it in the best possible way.
It's not like Guardians Volume 2.
Almost every single character is being utilized to their full extent. Like their sense of humor is there. It's
War Machine's barely in it because he's being used to his full extent.
What was Uncle Mickey's fourth favorite
film?
I know exactly what he's gonna say. I'm in your fucking brain, dude. I know exactly what you're gonna say.
What I'm gonna say.
I know exactly.
What say it.
Nah, dude, you say it.
All right. It's Hereditary.
Infinitely
better than mid-90s. Infinitely better than mid-90s.
Hereditary's better than mid-90s. And the favorite.
Is better than Infinity War. The
Yeah.
favorite, mid-90s.
It is
my
better,
goodness.
Brian.
Green Book.
It is better. It's better than all those. Hereditary, this is why. It's like got this really good concept, and then it just becomes a circus at the end.
It is
And I love
executed-
circuses.
It is executed
The greatest of
perfectly
all circuses.
for an hour.
No, it was more than an hour, dude. And then they go into a parking
Did
lot.
you finish the film? I didn't say the first half of Hereditary.
You're right.
Was
it
spot
is-
number 4.
it is-
I
That's true.
explicitly
Listen,
said
I love the ending
the
too.
entire film.
Yeah.
The
Concept.
more you go down the list, like the closer you get to number 1, the less flaws the movie has, and this one has none.
Listen, I'm just saying this is
No, this is number
your.
4, so it has 4 flaws.
It has 4 flaws.
So
and
Kevin, this is your first man, and it's you saying an amazing movie we all loved equally.
Yes.
It's true.
We all
It's-
watched it, and
it's
we all
true.
loved it.
And I'm never gonna watch that movie again because it was so good that I literally could not. I would throw up and die if I watched that movie again.
It's
because
true.
it was
It's-
so.
It's true.
I love that movie more than Vice.
More than Vice.
It is better than Vice.
Say what
So
you're gonna say,
Uncle
dude.
Mickey's
Doesn't like repeating, dude.
third favorite film of this year, which is better than the favorite, is 8th Grade.
Dude, fuck yeah! That movie's awesome. Fuck yeah, that's number 3. 8th Grade rules. All right, 8th Grade's fucking awesome.
So Bo Burnham, he was like, I'm tired of being a comedian, and he just like fell off face of the earth for a few years. And then he was like, I'm making a movie, and we were all like, okay, that sounds interesting. And then he comes out with like one of the most heartfelt and charming movies that came out this
Also,
year.
really human feeling.
Out of the 3 like first-time directors making a movie that came out this year, you did the best.
Yeah.
The only person that could have rivaled him was Sorry to Bother You, which he easily beats.
Dude, 8th Grade's fucking awesome.
Almost everything I love every theme and element that movie has in it, like the dad and the girl stuff. That stuff is fucking awesome.
Oh, that scene made me fucking cry, dude. When
Oh,
he's just sitting there talking to her, like just by a fire.
The emotional
It's fucking
climax of the
amazing.
movie is just a conversation with a girl and her dad, and it is just like it is one of the most satisfying conclusions of a movie that I saw this year.
She's also a great protagonist in the sense where, which is a common theme with the movies we like, where you don't really want. You're not sure if you want her to succeed because she's just like this awkward, like you can.
Well, because her goals are not what she should have.
Well, she's written perfectly as a teenager because she is portrayed as an unfinished person. Like,
Yeah.
she
And
feels
it really
so
makes you feel
unformed.
like that time in
Well,
your life.
So I saw an interview with the director, or listened to an interview with the director on NPR, and he was talking about like how he got her voice when he started writing for her. And he went on YouTube and found all the people he wanted to see, like
with
actual
like
8th
2
graders.
3 views on their videos.
But when we first off, like started off, he's like kept accidentally finding all the people with like 10,000 followers. He's like,
And it's all fake.
This is all fake. This is just a master putting on. So he started like searching for low views, and so he found all these people with like 4 followers or 2 followers, and he started like listening to them, and they're just pouring their heart out through these little vlogs.
No.
That's how he got the
guess
voice.
that's it.
That movie's awesome. It's hilarious. It's also very uncomfortable to watch. Like it just
Oh my
There is-
God, it
there's
has the
a
best-
scene-
It has the second best use of a song from Hotline Miami.
There is-
First,
Oh, yeah.
obviously being Hotline Miami.
obviously, but it just
There's
it's,
one scene there that's super uncomfortable.
It's
and it's great.
The feel
It's
of the movie is so
ridiculous.
specific. You can't get it anywhere else. Like it's so
Yeah,
unique
yeah.
to
Uncle
that
Mickey,
movie.
Very unique.
Uncle Mickey knows his films, and this is one that's on his top. It's his top 3.
It was
top 3.
also
Dude,
when we did
fucking-
all see it, like it came at a time where we were just not watching movies we liked. Like
Oh,
every,
yeah,
it,
it
was
was-
just like such a refreshing thing. We're like,
was the
oh, finally,
center of
we
that
all
dry
like this
spell.
movie.
Yeah.
And it was just beyond that. It's just a really, really good movie.
Is that a doubloon?
So now we are in the top 2, which for longtime viewers you'll know.
Oh, real quick.
Technically, we should have already had.
Real quick, Kevin. I did not know what you were gonna say. Like, it's spoilers. I did not know you were gonna say Hereditary.
What did you think?
What did you think I was gonna say?
I don't even remember anymore.
American
Like,
Animals?
it gave me AIDS. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say American Animals, dude.
So Keegan's gonna flip the coin. Sam, Slade, and Brian are teams. Kevin and I are teams. We're gonna flip once, and the number 2 slot is gonna be voted on by whichever.
Dude, I want fucking heads. I want nothing but the head.
You guys good with that?
So team 1's gonna have heads. Team 2 will be tails.
You know who says tails never fails? Failure. Oh shit, it's tails. Damn it. They're gonna make that word.
I don't think so.
You ever feel like you're waiting for something to happen?
It pains me to see you embarrass your father.
But you don't know what it is.
You're in, or you're out.
That thing that could make your life special.
You're in, or you're out. You're in, or you're out. How can I tell?
American Animals is Uncle Mickey's second favorite movie of the year.
Movie's baller.
That movie is baller.
We saw it super late in this year, even though it came out in like January or February.
Yeah.
Now, it's great. We don't. I don't want to say too much about it just because a lot of people have wouldn't have seen it. We
Yes.
haven't done like a review of it.
It's a super interesting format to a movie. Like it's made like it's a real time documentary.
It's
like
structured
a real
really
crime.
cool.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It has one of my favorite heist scenes possibly in a movie ever.
it's trying to tickle Uncle Mickey. Like it's a heist scene that like is straight up an Uncle Mickey. Like that's the reason why Uncle Mickey picked it for his number 2.
Incompetent Criminals is my favorite thing on the
Yes.
planet.
It's better
Like,
than Competent
good time last year. Like, we
Yeah.
loved it because it was really Incompetent Criminals, and this is just,
These people are even more sad and pathetic though.
Yeah.
Like, they fuck up.
And what's funny is it's
mostly
'cause it's
because
true.
they were real.
yeah.
It happened.
It has criminals fucking up in a way that's so like humanly pathetic, where you're like, that is how I would act in that situation because I am a cowardly pussy. Like I would not be brave because I'd be like, the cops are fucking coming, man, let's go. They don't use gloves at all. It's not like it's the 1960s. That was like 2004 or whatever.
It's not like how did they get caught? It's what got them caught. Like
Yeah.
because there is like there's so much
we
evidence.
should get the plans. Oh, we can just draw it. We don't need the plans.
yeah, no, it's just strong. That movie's fucking awesome.
The performances are really really good in it.
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, Quicksilver's the fucking man in that
Oh
movie.
yeah.
That guy's great.
Evan Peters.
The opening
Evan
scene
Peters.
is really great.
The concept about how they portray the narrative is also just a big theme in the movie, like the not knowing the truth, like having to go by word of mouth, like and when
in
you watch
between
it,
the different characters.
yeah, and when you watch, like, it's a mixture of a documentary and a reenactment, and like when you watch a documentary, like most people when they think documentary, they think, oh, everything they're saying is true.
Yeah.
But this one plays with that idea where it's like
that
it's just
person could
people's
be
memory.
wrong. He's
No
just
idea.
yeah.
Like
he might
you
not-
weren't there, that person could be lying, and it's a big part of the movie.
And
And
a lot of-
that movie's
yeah.
sweet. But now it's time for number 1.
All right,
So
number 1.
let
Enough
me-
of that number 2
real-
shit.
Who wants to choose?
You thompies out there can do the Uncle Mickey math and find out what's the percentage of Aquaman winning number 1 here.
I will set up the stakes for all of you thompies out there. All of us are gonna say Aquaman, except for potentially Kevin.
I haven't seen it.
He has not seen it.
He has seen it if it wins though.
Yeah, if it wins, he immediately gains the knowledge that he
Okay.
needs.
Sam,
Sure,
Slade,
dude.
and Brian. Team 1.
I'm going with heads.
All right, Sam Slade.
Good, fucking
Sam
tails
Slade.
is the way to go, dude. Fucking
Slade
heads is
called
for
heads.
losers. No one fucking wants heads.
Tails won me last.
Damn it,
Heads. Sam Slade
son of a bitch.
represents Team 1. Team 2.
I'll take heads, I guess. It
I'll take Tails. It wins every time.
Crap. Tails. Oh shit. Kevin versus Sam Slade.
The stakes.
God doesn't want Aquaman to win.
This
This is actually
I'll try
good
my
now
best,
because
guys.
we don't know
I'll
if
try my
Aquaman's
best.
gonna win.
Dude, fucking pick tails. It always wins every time.
It always
dude.
wins every time, dude.
It wins every time.
Wait,
We should
Sam
have a coin toss.
Sam say, I will
We should
let
have-
you call
We should
it.
have a coin toss to decide who gets to pick tails.
All right.
I'm gonna go
Tails
tails.
wins every time.
I'll
dude.
take
Tails.
Tails then.
Oh shit.
It has no face
So
or no
you're
tail.
Tails. You're Tails, right?
I am Tails.
Deines Herzens Rahmen und sah dich lang, die dir am Herzen friert.
But tails wins every time.
Tails.
I love that movie. I love it. Fuck yeah. Aquaman's so good.
Kevin, why do you love Aquaman?
I love it because he says, "Call me Ocean Master." That's why. He does say that. He's so insane.
Like, but then he fought a crab army first.
Cover your mouth.
Just
For
happy
the love of
that I survived to see Aquaman win #1.
I did this for Brian.
Goodbye, Brian.
Brian is now dying.
Aquaman becomes the true king and murders all of his subjects brutally.
And they all agree with him. Like they're like,
And
oh,
they
he's
cheer him.
Yeah, they're
they
like,
cheer him.
So
he
Aquaman,
murders them all and they cheer.
Aquaman
awesome.
is the first DC movie since Wonder Woman that we have not reviewed.
It's also the first movie about a DC character that's been good.
It's the first movie that
I don't know about. Well, it is.
Name one.
Kevin just threw up in his mouth.
Name 4.
The truth
Name
makes
5.
you vomit sometimes, dude.
It does. It's so true.
Arthur Curry's better than Batman. # brave tweet.
Hashtag not that brave tweet.
Dude,
True.
remember when Aquaman saw Atlantis for the first time and he was like, whatever. But then he saw a dirty cave and he was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Remember how whenever there was the two characters having a conversation and the screenwriter would get bored and he would just make an explosion
That happens
happen?
4
That
times,
happens
and I
4
love it.
Oh my
times
god,
in the
how
movie.
4 different scenes just end with
And it's hilarious
Well,
every
dude, because
time.
we were getting bored.
Remember how one of the more grounded things that happened in the movie was that people were just riding around on sharks?
With laser guns attached to their heads.
Anyway, that's Uncle Mickey's top 10. You saw all 12 movies in his top 10.
It's a perfect 12.
Don't
It's a
watch any of
perfect
these
12.
movies. Watch Aquaman. It's the best one. It's flawless.
Uncle Mickey's top 10. You heard it here first, folks. Any
Better
other
than
top
Vice,
10?
better than American Animals,
Any,
better than
any
the
other
favorite,
top 10 list
better
is
than the
completely-
favorite, better
The
than
favorite's a fucking disaster.
Better than
compared to
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
better than Green Book and mid 90s.
If I could watch Aquaman once
than
more
First
again
Man.
and forget I saw the favorite, I'd choose that every time.
Yes.